Throughout the years, our knowledge of the universe has increased, thanks to many scientists who contributed their life to studying astronomy. Edward Hubble, Nicholas Copernicus, and Galileo Galilei are great examples of scientists who studied our vast universe diligently to make observations about it. Edward Hubble, or more commonly known as the father of cosmology, was born on November 20, 1889, in Marshall, Missouri. When he graduated high school in 1910, he received a scholarship to University of Chicago, which he graduated from in 1910. From there, he went to University of Oxford so he could study law and philosophy. However, he returned to University of Chicago to study and learn more about astronomy, which was his true passion. While he was in Chicago, the Mount Wilson Observatory hired him to help build the Hooker telescope. During his stay in California, he was able to use the Hooker telescope to prove that the universe expanded outside of just the Milky Way galaxy. He was also able to prove that the Andromeda galaxy, which he thought to be a nebula at the time, since it was more than 900 light years away from the Milky Way, he knew it must be a galaxy, not just a star cluster. A famous Hubble observed was the Cepheid variable. The Cepheid variable is a star that is almost always used to help measure distances. In 1936, Hubble published his book, The Realm of the Nebulae. The book recorded all of his research, theories, and findings. One of Hubble's most famous discoveries was not only that there are numerous galaxies, but they are all rushing away from Earth, except the Andromeda galaxy. This helped form one of his biggest theories ever. It was the expanding universe theory, which is one of the greatest evidence of the Big Bang theory. This theory suggests that the universe is forever growing and expanding. To support the Big Bang theory, it shows how the universe must come from one central point. From the Hubble sequence, a system Edwin Hubble created to classify galaxies, to all of his theories and findings, Hubble will always be one of the most famous astronomers because he opened the minds of everyone to show us how vast the universe really is. Edwin Hubble passed away on September 28, 1953. To honor him, NASA named the Hubble telescope, which was launched into space after Edwin Hubble. Born on February 19, 1473, in Torun, Poland, another scientist who would change the science community forever was born. His name was Nicholas Copernicus. Being that his father died when Nicholas Copernicus was only 10 years old, his uncle became a father figure in his life. His uncle was extremely wealthy and ensured that Nicholas got the best education possible. From 1491 to 1494, he studied painting and mathematics at the University of Krakow. After that, he returned to Poland to take a position in his uncle's cathedral. For many years, he studied religion law at many different universities in Bologna, Padua, and Ferrara. His uncle became very ill, so in 1503, after he took his religious law exam, he attended to his uncle for 7 years. While he was taking care of his uncle, he created the heliocentric solar system, which is a solar system in which the sun is the center of and all planets orbit around it. In 1508, he started working on his model of his heliocentric system. Around 1514, he wrote Commentatus, which translates to small commentary in Latin. This 40-page manuscript includes 7 axioms, which are true statements. It states, 1. There is no center in the universe. 2. Their center is not the center of the universe. 3. The center of the universe is near the sun. 4. The distance from Earth to the sun is impenetrable compared to the distance of the stars. 5. The rotation of the Earth accounts for the apparent daily rotation of the stars. 6. The apparent annual cycle of movements of the sun is caused by Earth's revolving round it. 7. The apparent retrograde movement of the planets is caused by the motion of the Earth from which one observes. Nicholas Copernicus will always be remembered for changing the way human beings thought the universe and all of his revolutionary findings in regards to astronomy. The final scientist was Galileo Galilei, born on February 15, 1564 in Pisa, Italy. From a young age, he had a great interest in physics and mathematics. He went to University of Pisa, where he studied to become a university professor, but he later had to drop out due to financial issues. In 1609, Galileo built a telescope which helped him discover that stars were orbiting around Jupiter. He also published a short passage called The Starry Messenger, which contained information on the moon's surface, has all the new stars in our Milky Way. In 1616, Galileo was put on trial for supporting Copernicus' views about a heliocentric system publicly because it went against church belief that Earth was the center of the universe. Pope Paul V told Galileo he could no longer support Copernicus publicly. He then decided to publish dialogue concerning the two chief world systems, which he showed both sides of the heliocentric debate. Later, his heliocentric idea became accepted as a scientific fact. Galileo also conducted many motion experiments, which Isaac Newton used for many of his laws and theories. He created many inventions such as compass, improved telescopes, microscopes, and also created many experiments, which paved the way for a scientific method. Galileo completely changed science forever by his inventive mind and theories.